Hello everyone, it's me. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about breaking news. Coming out of Gaza, where the UN has just confirmed that there is famine in Gaza. So the World Health Organization has just declared that there is famine in Gaza, with more than 500,000 people facing starvation as Israel continues its bombardment of Gaza. Who Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said that the health impacts on the Palestinian civilian population in Gaza are devastating. He said this during a press conference today in Geneva. He also added that the situation in Gaza is not just a humanitarian crisis, it is a humanitarian catastrophe. And he also said that this level of death and destruction has not been seen in a generation. This is a direct quote from him. The scale of human suffering is beyond anything seen in a generation. The health impacts on Palestinian civilians in Gaza are devastating. We are witnessing a horrifying loss of life, including of women and children. The health system is on the brink of collapse. Essential services such as water, sanitation, and hygiene are being destroyed. All of this is having a devastating impact on the mental health of people in Gaza. People are trapped in a vicious cycle of fear, anxiety, and stress. Many have been through hell and back several times. And he also added that there is now a shortage of food, water, and medical supplies. More than 500,000 people in Gaza are now facing starvation as Israel continues its bombardment of Gaza. So he urged Israel to allow the delivery of aid into Gaza as soon as possible. He said that the longer we wait, the more the situation will deteriorate. The longer this conflict drags on, without a humanitarian pause, the more the situation will deteriorate. So he called for a 5-day pause in the hostilities to allow aid to reach those in need. He said that this is the bare minimum that is needed. But unfortunately, we don't see any indication that Israel is willing to do that. Israel has rejected a 5-day pause in hostilities to allow aid to reach those in need in Gaza. They're continuing to pound Gaza with even more airstrikes. In fact, last night, Israel released 240 prisoners from prison in exchange for hostages. They also carried out the largest airstrike since the beginning of the war. They're not looking for a ceasefire or a truce. They're only looking to continue bombing Gaza until they achieve whatever their goals are. During the press conference, Dr. Tedros also called for an end to the siege of Gaza, which has now been going on for 11 days. He said that the siege must end immediately. The siege is causing immense suffering, and it is preventing aid from reaching those in need. And he also called for all parties to the conflict to respect international humanitarian law and to protect civilians. He said that this is a war crime to deliberately target civilians and civilian infrastructure. And lastly, he thanked all countries and organizations that are providing humanitarian assistance in Gaza. He said that this assistance is saving lives, and it is alleviating the suffering of Palestinians. But he added that more is needed, and it must be delivered quickly. This is what the Director General of the World Health Organization had to say. As you can see, the situation in Gaza is dire. The humanitarian crisis is worsening by the day. They're calling for a ceasefire, for aid to be allowed in, for the siege to be lifted. But will Israel agree? Unfortunately, at this point, we don't know. Israel has shown no indication that they're willing to do that. They seem determined to continue bombing Gaza until they achieve their goals. And those goals, as we've discussed before, are not known. Israel has not made it clear what exactly they're trying to achieve here. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think Israel is trying to achieve here? And how can this be stopped? Because right now it seems like things are just getting worse and worse. What the end goal is. If you want to watch more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe to my channels. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.